I will pour everything into my people. I'm a yes girl. I'm like, you tell me you want something, let's make it happen.
You have the keen ability to provide a level of service that the average person refuses to. A yes girl is someone who doesn't have the ability to make a choice for herself. And therefore she says yes to everything for fear that she might get it wrong.
Okay. I like the way you put that.
What is something that you would say is hard in your world right now?
So I was thinking about this a little bit throughout, and of course, just kind of doing a little bit of self-talk of what are the hard things with business, right? And one of the things with my business, and this all, was going to go back to me because that's
the point.
Yeah, right. Is scalability. Is whenever I have positioned myself as a stylist, I have learned all different kinds of styling, right? Whether it's personal, production, runway, editorial, all that. I have positioned myself to, when people call Style by Cohen, they want me. There's only so many hours in a day. And I love pouring into my clients, and I want to make sure that the people that I am working with feel that and they know that I'm there for them. With there only being so many hours in the day, and knowing that we only have so many people we can touch, right? How do I, and this is something I've been working through, it's turning that into bringing on other people, right? To be stylist. Turning myself into more of a digital platform, teaching people how to, through masterclasses, workbooks, whatnot, and how to really grow that area so that I can pour into the people that I have and be able to reach a wider audience of people. And so I'm really, I think that is something that...
Okay, let me ask you this, because I feel everything you're saying deep in my bones.
You get it.
Why do you want to scale?
I would like to scale to grow the Style by Cohen brand. I want to grow the brand.
And because?
To be in like anyone's household, basically. I want to be a top stylist where people can go to learn and then turn that back on themselves and be like, I worked with Style by Cohen. I worked with her team, and now I know that I feel my most confident self, and I'm building to build my reputation as being a top stylist.
Okay, so these are not opposites, but I'm going to pretend, for the sake of my argument, we're going to make them opposites.
Okay.
Do you want to be a top stylist, or do you want to be in 1,000 homes?
Both.
If you have to
pick one.
You're not going to pick right or wrong or good or bad. We're just going to play a game, but there's a reason to the game. So you want to be the top stylist?
Yes.
Or do you want to be in 1,000 homes?
Oh, this is a good one, because to the same, I would like to be in 1,000 homes.
Okay. If you could be in 1,000 homes, what is the single thing that you hope every person in that home, whoever has a chance to interact with Style by Cohen, what do you hope that person says?
She gave me the confidence.
So pause right there. So do you want to be in 1,000 homes, or do you want to scale your business?
I want to scale my business.
Okay. If you want to scale your business, do you want people then to say, I feel my best self because she helped me? Or do you want people to say, I feel my best self because they helped me?
Because they helped me. Because they helped me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think it'll be really important for you to determine what your actual role is going to be, and potentially to scale, if that's the goal, 995 of the 1,000 will never know you.
Because they'll know the team and
because
the people,
because they will know the them that helped them.
And that's okay.
And the flip side, just for sake of argument, also doesn't have to be okay if that's not the life that you want to live. If it is, great. Keep going off to the races.
Right.
I just like asking the difficult question because it's for me. But also because I think it's a question I've asked myself for a decade.
Right.
And I think I've landed today. We'll see if it changes.
Yeah.
That if I could kind of be a smart aleck to my own question, if I was going to try to say both, like we want to, we want to be the best at our craft and we want to be everywhere.
Yeah.
Does it have to be the same thing? Because what I don't want 5 other coaches. I don't want 10 other speakers. That's not what that in most coaching or speaking business, that's how you scale.
Right.
Right. You go find 5 other people, you teach them your ways, they do your thing. Now they're hiring your company, but it's actually them. And again, there's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
I want to go home. That's what I want. I want to go home, not another 6 hours at work training 15 other people.
Yeah.
It's not better or worse or good or bad. I think I've landed it. I don't want that life.
Right.
I do want to be really good at what I do though. And I would like to find the right metric of like people and price and where that thing crests out right at the threshold of like, this is about as much as you're going to be able to squeeze, get this juice out of the orange, right?
Yeah.
I do want to find that place. I'm curious. I would be curious for you.
Me too.
Is there a way to be that and be in 100,000 homes, but it doesn't necessarily require you having a team of 50?
There is that world where I create, and which I've started, do digital downloads, right? And I am still very much learning because I have been so hands-on. Like I am face to face with my clients.
Same.
Like that's it. You know, people hire us because they want that personal interaction. They want the feeling, they want the permission, they want the guidance. And a lot of my clients too, they're just too busy, right? So there's that side, but then turning that into being able, because, you know, this is where my home is while I do travel for clients to, you know, meet people. There's so many people that I will never meet that I know are looking to grow and to feel their most confident self. And I do believe that starts with, one of the things it starts with is the way you feel on the inside is a way that you carry yourself and look on the outside, right?
What if that, and I'm not trying to tell you anything you haven't already thought of, but what you just described to me is style adjacent. And I think style adjacent is scalable. Because if you could get a person to that place, maybe their style is how they express what they've discovered, and maybe it's not. Would you rather someone feel like they have good style, or would you rather someone feel confident in themselves?
Confident. 100% confident. Because then whatever they're wearing too, it's a direct reflection of how they feel. And a confident person can step into a room and take over. And close the deal, crush the date, you know, walk into a room with their head high. And that's what I love seeing with the people that I get to work with.
Why do you think that is? What was, is there an experience or a time or something in your life you can think of where maybe you now upon reflection can look back and go, there was definitely a time in my life where I did not see myself the way that I see myself today. And maybe that was a catalyst to the passion you have now to want to see other people.
Yeah.
When were you not confident?
I think there's always that, right? It's like our why. Why do we do something, right? And it always has to stem from some kind of insecurity or some kind of situation that had happened, and I think for me, the insecurity was, the confidence might not have always been there, right? And it was always evolving and learning who I was and never saying no to myself and making sure that I was always feeling my best self. But I know high school, 20s and early 20s, right? We're just all just trying to figure it out in general and being like, what path am I on? What journey am I on? And I don't know if it was a specific moment that got me here. I know I definitely look back and I was like, that makes sense moments with, and how I kind of fell into this career. It makes sense. I think when it comes back to me though, it was always making sure that the people around me felt confident, even though maybe I wasn't always as confident. And that in turn helped me. Right. So it's because if you are surrounding yourself with confident people who are doers, who love pouring into you, who you want to pour into, I just believe that anything is possible. Right. And so that's something that I want to show people as well. So I don't know if I answered your question, but I definitely know there's insecurities all throughout my life. I still go through insecurities, right? Comparison.
Tell me about that.
Oh man, let's talk about it. So comparison, I think in this, and I say this I'm an artist, right? Emotional. I have feelings. I look at things. If someone doesn't like something, I'm like, what did I do wrong? It took me a really long time to own my style and what I can give to people. Right? It wasn't, if somebody told me they didn't like something, I internalized that. I took that and was like, oh my gosh, I'm worthless. I did not do a good job. This is, just so hard on myself, right? It took me a while to understand who I was and then be able to confidently step into places and clients and be like, this is what I can offer you. Comparison when it comes to this industry and what everyone else is doing, how everyone else is doing it. It's I know that this is my path. This is who I am through and through. How do I keep up with everyone and make sure that I'm doing that next best thing and making sure that I'm staying on top of things while there's 100 other stylists coming on underneath me trying to take, get clients, take clients, right? And making sure that I am staying authentic and genuine with my people so that they keep coming back.
Why do you think people choose you?
I think that I have a way with clients. And I say this in a way where it's I will pour everything into my people. I'm a yes girl. I'm you tell me you want something, let's make it happen. I'm in the business of feelings and emotions, and I'm going to make sure that you feel and look, and service was at its absolute top.
I think it's important for you. I would love for you to have a 30-day challenge where you never say that you're a yes girl for 30 days.
Okay.
Because I heard you describe what you meant at the end, but that's not what I heard you say in the beginning.
Okay, tell me what.
You described,
yes,
you have the keen ability to provide a level of service that the average person refuses to.
Oh, I like that.
I would say that's probably true.
Great.
Well, in personally, professionally, in volunteer work and all.
Yeah.
Right? That's because you choose to. Not because you have to,
right?
Or because it feels necessary,
right?
It's a choice. It's a conscious decision to say yes. A yes girl is someone who doesn't have the ability to make a choice for herself. And therefore she says yes to everything for fear that she might get it wrong.
Okay. I like the way you put that.
And I think that's
nice.
To me, there's a clear differentiator between someone who will say yes because I have to.
Right.
And someone who says yes because I want to.
Right. Yeah. Nicely put. I'm going to take that and
I'm going
to take that one and take it out. But yeah, I think that's it's a thing and we touched on the comparison, and this goes with the insecurity side, right? To where it's, you want to make sure that the styles and the things that I am putting onto others, right? It's visuals. And I hope, and I mean, I think this to be true because for reasons of where we're at today, hope that it's like, this is what we're building. And this is like, I don't want to compare to others, right? I think in business, people are always looking at what other people are doing. That's easy, right? We all are looking at like, how did they do this? What they do that? How, where are they going with that? But it's always like, and even I think a little bit deeper, maybe comparing, seeing of like where I'm at and maybe where somebody else is at. And then how do I get there?
Yeah. I mean, my gut is like, yes, I very much understand for the exact same way. We talk about it all the time with our team.
Yeah.
I think a question I then tend to ask myself though is like, do I want to be where I think that they're at? Do I want the freedom that I think they have because that's where they're at? What? And this is going to sound so cliche and simple, and I don't mean it to be sarcastic. It's like a reoccurring question I ask myself all that. Like, but what do I want? Because, well, in the speaker world, like, I say this and I probably say it more self-deprecating than it should be, and I don't mean it that way, but maybe there's part of me that does. But I unless something significant changes in the industry, I'm never going to be the most famous speaker in the world because I want to go home. I'm not traveling 114 times a year. I got to pick the kids up from the bus.
Yeah.
I'm going back. I'm going there. I personally, this is not a statement about any other speaker in the world. So if you're a speaker, I'm not talking to you. Like I can't, I refuse to get on a stage and look at an audience and say, don't jeopardize the thing you love most. Well, jeopardizing the thing that I love most. Doesn't make any sense to me. For me, I'm not talking about anybody else in their life.
Right.
But there are lots of things that lots of speakers do and have that I, at times in comparison, go, oh my God, it just feels like it'd be so much easier if I could just, like if I just had if we could just sell
right.
We could just package it up and put it in then, I mean, $99 at 10,000 people is, okay, that's $100,000. If we could do that in a month, then I started doing math and I'm like, oh, I could never work, maybe make a course and never have to work again.
Yeah.
And then for me, I'm not trying to deter you from doing courses. Let me be very clear. I always have to come back and go like, do I want to be the guy that sells you a course for $99 that you're not going to complete so that I can be the reason you don't accomplish your dreams? I don't think so. Now, that's only because I have a limited view of what is possible to sell myself digitally.
Right.
And so then I always have to come back and go, okay, well, what do I want though?
Right.
If I could generate enough revenue in my business that I could provide the level of service that nobody else in the world can, and generate the kind of revenue that I think deems valuable my time to go and do that. But what else in my life do I want? Maybe it would be to scale my business. Maybe it would be to go digital. Maybe it would be to be we're probably in 47 homes right now, but we could be the goal would be to be in 100,000 homes.
Right.
I can be in 100,000 homes and you chose to come here. I didn't even have to sell this to you.
Right.
You went and found it all by yourself. Not a pitch to tell you what to do with your business at all. I just think I hear you describing something that is very specific and intrinsic in you. I would hate for that to go away in pursuit of scale. They're not mutually exclusive. Doesn't mean it's going to. So let's play the other side of the question. So the one side was like, what's a fear, doubt, obstacle, insecurity? Like I read that. What's the greatest thing about you?
Well, I think that the great question. You're really asking some personal ones. I think the greatest thing about me, and I'm trying to say this.
No, be unapologetically badass.
Yeah.
Don't give me any caveats.
Okay.
I just want you to tell me what makes you fucking awesome.
Great. I say how it is in a way though that I'm like, I say what I feel in a way that's understandable. I don't know if that's, hold on, let me like think about this one a little bit. Okay.
We're not looking for the one-liner. We're going to work it out.
I say what I feel. I show up all the time. I believe in that. I believe in showing up for your people, and I will through and through. About me, I have like the best family also. And I love spending time with them. And so I think those are a lot of my whys. Okay. Ask me the question again.
What is the greatest thing about you?
Ask me the greatest thing about me. This is a really hard question.
I know. That's why I'm the question asker.
Wow.
Don't worry about it.
Wow. Okay.
Let me ask you this first.
Yeah.
This will be more fun.
Okay.
Equally as fun.
Thanks.
Why does it feel so difficult to answer?
Well, insecurities. Absolutely. I mean, those are easy to like talk about. But I
already believe whatever you're going to say that makes you amazing. I have zero reason in the world to think that it's not true.
Right. You're just like, yeah, that's true. Obviously, you know, which that's a great point. I would say communication, but right now I'm like,
it happens to all of us.
Yeah. Right. That is though a very strong suit of mine. I will say like talking to people and getting to know people and pouring into others, I think is a really strong suit of mine. And my style game. Let's talk about it.
Let's not, you know, yeah, all of the links are in the show notes. You can throw out there. Okay, so I'm going to say back to you what I heard you say.
Okay.
And let's see how accurate we are.
Okay.
I heard you say that you have some of the things that are wonderful about you. I heard you say you have a deep desire for people to be seen. I heard you say that you have the ability to be 100% yourself, clear, honest, vulnerable, direct, through a lens by which people actually hear it. I heard you say that your confidence in yourself allows you to show up to most scenarios, your word, not mine, in a place, I'm going to use a style word here, neutral, so that it gives other people the opportunity to find where they land on the spectrum without having to compare themselves to you.
Yeah.
And then I heard you say, you hope that there are moments that people you have the chance to be with, and I'm going to say be, that covers both personal and professional. That one of the greatest things about you is the ability to communicate things that are complex in a way that is simple enough for someone to not only understand it, but to be able to apply it so they feel confident.
Yeah, I like that.
Is that fair?
That's very fair. You said it in a very eloquent way.
I mean, I just you know. Good job. So, and so again, I'm not trying to convince you to not do anything in your business, but I'm pushing because I'm sort of seeing myself.
Yeah.
Is that scalable?
I think when you're in the business of emotions and feelings and creativity, you want to make sure that the people that you are with feel that, right? And so that kind of goes back to the beginning where we're talking about scaling. I can only do so much. There's only so much time in a day, right? We're going back there. So for me to be successful with Alex Cohen, Style by Cohen, and my clients, there's only so many that I can touch and have, right?
So far.
And I'm okay with that.
Okay.
I'm great with that. When we're talking about the scalability, and I hear, and like, it kind of, you said something that, to think about. You're like, I don't want people for public speaking, right? If they buy a course and they don't ever read it, right? Then they're not being successful. Download that for $100, whatever, right?
Right.
And I hear that because it is, you hope that people download it and they read it and it changes their life.
Absolutely.
Right? But it's like, how can you digitally pour into people so that they want to download it? They want to take that next actionable step, right? And where you're saying style adjacent, where it is like, they're not getting the full me, they're getting the brand, right? Yeah. And they're getting the tips.
And I think that's, I both, you're getting a very real picture of me. And also I think I'm supposed to apologize for this.
No.
And I mean that, and I mean that not so being sarcastic. Like I follow you on social, but I follow you on social because I know you and we're acquaintances until today. Now we're friends, but before this we're acquaintances.
Yeah.
And so I did not I tried really hard prior to people coming on the show. Like I don't do a deep dive to figure everything I can know about you, because to me, that's not the point. I want to have a regular conversation.
Yeah.
So if you're already doing this, ignore everything I'm saying. Okay. But I think the only thing I've been able to think when you keep talking about style adjacent is that your ability to have high touch, high impact, high relationship with your clientele is a thing that is it's not repeatable. It's not scalable. You're taking the aspects of you're doing a thing only you can do because you are incredible at it, and it's not going to be scalable. We could teach somebody to do it 80% of what we could do.
It's never going to be the same.
But it's not the same, right?
Yeah.
And that's okay, because we're in the service business. That's what we do. I think it's just interesting when I feel like I've seen you most alive and passionate about why all of that matters. It doesn't have anything to do with style. So when I think style adjacent, to me, it has nothing to do with style tips. It has nothing to do with anyone's style at all. It's the 3 roadblocks someone has in their life prior to even believing they're worth having a style. It's style tips on the average person are going to be lost because they don't even think they're worth it. They're not even valuable. It doesn't make any sense if I could go buy that, but I'm still going to be an idiot wearing expensive clothes. Because the problem is not that I have bad clothes. The problem is I think I'm an idiot. Right. The problem is that I don't think I belong. I look stupid. Alex can wear that because she's a stylist. If I wore that, I would look terrible. That doesn't make any sense, right?
Right. I hear you.
And so to me, style adjacent is scalable because you're talking about a human problem.
Right.
Or human problems that may or may not lead to inevitably one of those people who sees it, who ends up being a person that's high touch, high relationship, and is in the fold of the amount of time that we actually have.
Right.
And to me, that is a representation. I should say, I am curious if there is something there that is a representation of the thing that you care about deeply, that you're really good at, that makes you great. It has just happened to be that over the course of the last, however long you've been in this career, decade or so.
Forever. Yeah.
Styling just happened to be the way that it was expressed at the end. Speaking just happens to be the way that people pay me for it. Coaching and consulting just happens to be the thing that we put on the invoice.
Right.
But I don't actually think that's what you're paying me for. I think that's just sort of the product you get at the end.
You're good.
And if you could really continue to hone in on the thing that they're actually paying you for. Well, every human being needs that. And now we've taken something innate and scaled that doesn't require to scale the product. Right.
You're scaling
we're scaling.
Feeling, yeah.
That's right. We're scaling the feeling that we can help people with because they have a problem.
Right. And it just so happens that it has to do with fashion.
It just happens to be that your solution is a fresh ass outfit.
Yeah. It's good.
It just happens to be that my solution is an hour a week, every week.
Right.
You have a conversation with me about where you are in your life and what's actually happening. And I don't need you to be the boss.
Right.
I need you to shut the hell up and answer my questions. I'll see you next week.
Yeah.
It's been a pleasure.
Yeah.
I got my own life to live.
Yeah.
It's weird to think that people pay somebody who didn't graduate with the right degree, never had a resume, right? We can go through all the list to go, that's because we're not.
I didn't go to fashion school.
Right. We're just doing it. It just happens to be where we land on the other side.
Yeah. Yeah. It's so whenever you were saying this, it draws me back to kind of that first aha moment, right? And I'm going to tell you about this and I'll make it short and sweet, but how not many people know this, so I can say it's not on the internet.
Great.
You're welcome. So how I fell in love with this was I was babysitting in college and divorced dad, and he was going out with, he was going on a date, whatever. That's why I was there watching the kids, the whole thing. And he walked out and I was like, what are we wearing to this first date? Huh? And I'll never forget what he was wearing. He was wearing those True Religion acid wash jeans. And we live in Dallas, right? So you paint a picture. Yeah. True Religion acid wash jeans and those Robert Graham Paisley, like bright color pattern shirts, right? And you could tell he was so nervous and so just like, he had kids and this is the first time he's going out with somebody after years. And I was like, this isn't going to work. Like, let me
put the cuffs down.
Yes.
Put the cuffs down.
So anyways, long story short, took him shopping, because I was like, let's just find a few pieces that are not that, and not that style. It's your style, but it's not that. Anyways, I just remember him coming back to me like a month or so later, and he was just like, I just want to thank you. Like I feel so confident when he had a girlfriend then, so it was just like, it's the feeling, right? It's like, how can I pull that out of somebody? And it just so happens that it's their fashion because that so happens. I'm good at that. But I'm also like, I want people to know and to feel and to like, just like to see somebody's face whenever they put on a fresh ass fit or, with the right tailoring, the right colors, right? Those are all things that I've learned. I didn't go to fashion school, right? I went to business school and I fell in love with it. And so to hear people just say, this is it, I mean, there is just such a wonderful feeling. And to know that you're part of that. And I feel like you might have similar.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Okay. So we know insecurities. We know greatness. What is something that you feel like is true about you that you love, but often gets missed by other people?
Great question. You're just really coming out with them. That gets missed. I feel like people, in business, right? Like we have such I would say persona, right? That we put on, like we're business, like we are doing this. This is what's important. And I feel like a lot of people don't know about this just girl-like fun side. Like we call her vacay Alex sometimes, the side where I'm like, I just want to hang out. I just want to be friends. Like, I just want to have fun with all of my people. And I feel like that gets looked over a lot. I hear it all the time when they get to know me. They're like, I had no idea. Like, I was so scared of you or, intimidated or whatever, because it's the presence, right? And then, but when you can peel that onion layer back, it's really just.
I think what you just described is I'll go out on a limb since it's being recorded and we'll see if it comes true in the future.
Okay.
I think what you just described is the single current obstacle and gateway to scaling your brand is what you just said.
I believe
because that. When I say average, I mean like average of people, not an average person.
Yeah.
Because I think that vacay Alex.
Yeah.
Still you. Still true to who you are. You're not making it up. Is proverbial stepping stone 1 and 2 to someone realizing that you're a real person and not perfectly together solved all the time.
Right.
And that is scalable.
I believe that.
Fun is scalable.
Relatable.
Relatable is scalable.
Yes.
Right? For a brand or for a business in any of those things.
People want to know who you are. And I know it. I know it through and through. And I think it goes back into me constantly pouring into others in business and making sure that my clients are the ones, being shown and out there and photo shoots and all that. And that's business. And it's, I separate the two very, very well. And so like letting loose, showing people that like carefree, very just, there's nothing better than a hoodie and hanging out on the couch or, doing a cookout with your friends, whatever it is.
I'm with you.
And like that's the best. And so showing people that side, yes, I hear you. And it's like,
I didn't say it was easy.
Yeah.
I have this conversation with our team our team tells me this all the time.
Yeah.
I'm only passing a message someone has told me.
Great. So we're going to work on this together.
I wish I had it mastered. I do not. But I think it's because I think what you're describing is sort of the tension between insecurity and confidence. The tension, like that space we're describing, sits in between. I know exactly what I'm doing, and I don't fail. And if I do, I'll fix it quickly. And I have no idea what I'm doing, so I'm just going to give it a shot and see what happens. And I think that, to me, that space to be unlocked is really important. I don't know if you follow this guy or not, but I think I'm going to use him as a quick example. And it just hit me like Alex Cohen. But I just think like the emotionless, unapologetic business is a sport and a game, and I'm really good at it, and I will crush it. But he only wears baseball hats, a nose strip, and a tank top in every video.
Yeah.
But I think whether it's either genius or accidental. I don't know which one.
Right.
Let's just chalk it up to he did it right.
Yeah.
But he's constantly living a juxtaposition so that there's always a reason to listen. This guy must be talking about weightlifting because look at him.
Right.
He just talked about a merger, and he has a company that's called acquisition.com. What is?
Yeah.
Or the other way around. Right. I heard him, but I've never seen him.
So he definitely has to be wearing a business.
He definitely has a quarter zip on, and he's going to play golf.
Yeah.
And then I saw a video of him, and he looked like he just woke up.
Yeah.
How is it? And I think there's something to that from a human perspective.
Yeah.
That those of us that want to be really, really good at our craft can tend to miss.
Because you need to be relatable as well and give into the human emotion of what everyone, like, why do people put on Friends, the show, right? Because they can see them in their living room, right? And why do we think Jennifer Aniston still to this day is my best friend?
That's right.
Because
for a long time she was.
Yeah. She will always be my best friend, right?
That's right.
But it's that. So, and I hear you whenever, and it's the scalability, right? But it's scaling, and it's not, right? The not failing, the making sure that everything is as is, the clients are taken care of, these things are, checked off, the list is done, right? But changing that, just a skosh, what I like to say now, to be more relatable.
Yeah. Do you believe that you are successful?
Yes. And I said this in such a slow way because I know I am successful. I know I am successful. Do I believe I'm successful every single day? Do I think I'm crushing it every single day? Do I think that I'm doing everything right all the time? No. Absolutely.
But is that success?
To
be perfect always?
No, I don't think so. I don't think it is. I think I am successful and I love what I have created. I mean, it's one of those things where I had no idea that this was even a career, right? And one day I just decided to style a divorced dad going on a date. And
we're in Paisley.
Yeah, and realize that I can turn this into a career. And that was when I was 18. And, obviously it took me years to really realize like what that meant. I had no idea what that stylist even meant, And so I'm so proud of that girl into where I'm in my 30s, but I'm not telling you how, in my 30s now to how far I've come. Everyone around me has come.
Are you proud of this girl?
Yes, I am. I'm very proud of her. And
why?
Because she didn't quit. She didn't stop. She didn't quit. She always found a way. And I created it out of no idea. And I just had a vision and I said, let's do it. Right. And to have that mindset, I feel like it's so strong. And I feel like anything is possible. We are capable of anything. And I say this not just for me. I say this for everyone. We are capable of anything we want in this life. So do it. And then don't stop. Like there were so many times where, and I say in my 20s, everything goes back to 20s because we were all liabilities then. And I have no idea what.
I'm in my early 40s and I'm pretty sure I'm still a liability, but that's fine. That's fine. You got there before I did, I guess. I don't know.
Whatever. But, that girl was always like, is this the right path? Questioning everything. Do I do it? But I stuck with it. And then it just shows like, and this is for everyone, like if you stick with something, if you truly believe in something, then you will make it happen. And so for me to be sitting here, even having this conversation on, yes, my career, but kind of more of like, where are we going? What are we doing? Like that is something in itself that I'm just, even with the uncomfortable questions, even with the I don't knows or the, like thoughts, I'm like, but this is a moment where I can feel that I know I need and that I know I can see turning so that I can now in the next 10 years, I can't wait to see where I am then. And that's what I'm proud of. And
Okay. Last question for you.
Okay.
To you, what does it mean to be human?
I think, I saw this meme or not, maybe a meme, whatever, art thing, whatever on Instagram. Yeah. Anyways. And it had lines of people. I don't know if you've seen it, but it's all like, it's whenever you see a picture, like it hits different when you think about it, one of those. And it was a line of people in front of this one door and it said, something of like opinion or whatever, like tons of people in front of this opinion. And then another door, a little bit less of, I don't know. There's just like different levels of like where you're at in your life. Right. And the last door, there's only like one or two people in front of it. And it said giving. And, I think what it means to be human is living authentically, fully. And I think it's being able to touch and grow and build with other people. I can give you the sign of like, I'm breathing and I'm walking and I'm doing like, let's go. I'm human.
And I think your summation at the end, the very end, I'm living and I'm breathing and I'm doing is a really good reminder for people who feel stuck.
Yeah.
And insecure and lack of confidence and the belief that there's not a space for them. There's no way they could pick out a dope ass fit. There's no way. We could go down the line of all those things that being human is from your perspective is the ability to wake up and try. And your words, don't quit. Do it again.
Do it again.
And enough do it again stacked on top of each other it's a powerful thing. Is a decade plus career out of proverbial thin air to now do something that you really love.
I like that. We're going to create t-shirts after this. Living and breathing.
I can't wait. If there was one thing you hope you are remind yourself of in the next 6 months, what is it?
If I'm looking back in the next 6 months and I need a moment, to like, I think it's going back to you've never given up. So don't do it now. I think that is so important for everyone to like draw back to that place, you know? The end of the day, it's you. You're creating this, you're doing this, you're putting one foot in front of the other, so you can. And if you can get out of bed in the morning, if you can, you know, open the door, like you can do it. So just keep going.
I so appreciate you.
Thanks.
Thank you for joining us today.
Yeah, thank you. This was fun.
You're very welcome. You're very welcome. And, you know, I always want to make sure at the end, whether this part gets put in the episode or not, like I'm always like really grateful. We were talking to the team earlier. I think sometimes I struggle to see myself the way that other people communicate that they see me. And to me, I think often I'm like, wait, who said they would? They did? Oh my God. Yes. Tell them. Yeah. Like they were going to come on. They're going to come and be on ours. Are you kidding me? And so I hope there's a small part of that doesn't ever change in my life, because otherwise I've become everything I said I didn't want to be.
Right.
And I hope there's enough of it that changes as a reminder that I think we the proverbial we are like losing the ability to have meaningful dialogue.
It's important.
Without the intent of self-promotion. And so I think I'm grateful that you A, said yes, and then B, your willingness to have a human conversation about what it just means to be alive rather than what it means to win. Yeah. So. Well, thank you for having me and pulling all of those questions out. Well, I hope you go back and you can, when it comes out and you listen to it and you can hear the questions again, and then you can just keep on answering. So I might message you now later on. I'll be like, okay, we've said this. Now let's do this. I appreciate it. So thank you. Absolutely. Thanks for having me.